Hi, class. We are ready to start lesson 1, which is an introduction of the difference between a relation and a function. Hopefully, this is a little bit of review from Algebra 1, but there will be some new ideas and terminology that we'll use as well. So let's get started. A relation, which I'll define shortly, is basically it's just a mapping from an input value to its output value. For example, we're used to ordered pairs, okay, that we graph. This is simply a relation. It's telling you that the x-coordinate of -2 goes with the y-coordinate 3. The x-coordinate of 2 goes with the y-coordinate of 0. Okay, it's a way to show a relationship between an input and an output. Okay, now I can show this same relationship in a table if I don't want to just put it as a set of ordered pairs. Okay, notice the braces. They designate where the set starts and stops. Okay, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ordered pairs in it. If I don't want to just simply list that like it is there, I could put the x-coordinate in the x column and its corresponding y-coordinate in the y column. Okay, +2 goes with 0. Here's another -2 going with 0. We have 1, 3, and we also have 1, 0. Okay, that's a relation. If I wanted to graph that, I would use the x-coordinate and go in the horizontal direction, -2, +3. There's the point -2, 3. The point 2, 0, x is 2, y is 0. -2, 0, x is -2, y is 0. 1, 3, and 1, 0. That's an example of how this relation looks as a graph. If I want to map it, I would simply put the different x-coordinates. I have a -2, I have a 2, I already wrote -2, so I'm not going to write that again, and I have a 1. For the y-coordinates, it looks like I have a 3, and I have a 0, and that's the only y-coordinates. So -2 gets mapped both to 3 and to 0. 2 also gets mapped to 0. That's a little error there. 1 gets mapped to 3, and it also gets mapped to 0. Okay, so that's a mapping. These are 4 ways that we represent the relation -2, 3, 2, 0, -2, 0, 1, 3, and 1, 0. Okay, so you want to be able to represent the relation in any of those ways. This time it's given to us in a mapping. So take a second in your notes and lightly fill out how you think those would look. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to write the definition of a relation. The formal definition from your Algebra 2 textbook is that a relation is a mapping or pairing of input values with output values. Sorry, those are 2 words. Input values. And by the way, those input values are called the domain. So it's a mapping or pairing of input values with output values. And those output values are called the range. Okay, so anyway, hopefully you got that. That's the formal definition. Okay. Let's see if we can take this mapping and represent it perhaps as a graph. It looks like -1 goes to -1. It looks like 0, -2 is an ordered pair. It looks like 1, -2 is also an ordered pair. It looks like 2 goes to 1 and 3. So 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have -1, -1. That's from this arrow. 0, -2. X is 0, Y is -2. 1 also goes to -2. 2, 1, and 2, 3. So then I'm just going to simply write them over here in the table. -1, -1, 0, -2, 1, -2, 2, 1, and 2, 3. If I want to write that as a set of ordered pairs, you write the brace. We start off with the first ordered pair, -1, -1, comma, 0, -2, comma, 1, -2, comma, 2, 1. And the last ordered pair is 2, 3. So then I close my set. Okay? Now, in math class, oftentimes we talk about a special relation, which is called a function. And as you heard me call it, it is a relation. Okay? A function is a relation, but it's a special one. It's a relation for which each input, each x value, in our cases, we usually graph in terms of x as the first coordinate, y as the second coordinate. So x would be the input. A relation for which each input has exactly one output. Not a couple outputs, but exactly one output. Okay? If any input of a relation has more than one output, then it's simply not a function. Okay, these two that we gave as examples here are relations, but they're not functions because -2 is the same number, but it's mapped with two different y's. Okay, 2 is mapped to two different y values. 1 is mapped to two different y values. Okay, it's fine the other way around, but we can't have that. So function or relation only. Let's see. I'm going to just look at the x coordinates. -1, 0, 1, 3, 2. Aren't they all different? I don't have the same x value. So this is a function. Here we have 2, 3, 2. Well, as soon as I say the same x coordinate twice, I know this is an issue. This is only a relation. Okay, listed as a table, I'm looking down the x's to see if I see a repeated x. I don't care about a repeated y. I'm not even looking there. I'm fine with repeated y's. You just can't have a repeated x. So I have -1, 2, 0, -3, 1. That's looking good to me. 3 is a function. 4, -1, 2, 0, -3, -1. Oopsie. We have the same x listed twice, so this is a relation only. Number 5, pairings. I love when it's as a mapping, because as soon as I see two arrows coming from the same x, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. So this, number 5, is a relation only. Okay, I don't have to keep writing the word only, but I mean, just it's sometimes when you say it's a relation, it's like, well, is it also a function? But okay, no, I mean it's a relation only. This one, well, it looks like I only have one arrow. I don't care about these double arrows to the 6. I can have the same y coordinate. I cannot have the same x coordinate, and I don't. 1 gets mapped to 1. That's it. 1 doesn't get mapped to anything else. -1 gets mapped to 1. That's it. -1 doesn't get mapped to anything else. So this is a function. Okay. When I have it as a graph, I'm kind of looking for two dots that are on top of each other because that would indicate that they have the same x coordinate. And no, this one looks good. Something called the vertical line test. If I drop a vertical line and hit something twice, then I know, oh, that x coordinate is being used for two different y's. For example, right here, guys. Oh, sorry, I can't draw straight. -1, 2, -1, -3. The same x coordinate is going to two different y coordinates. Nope, not a function. This is a relation only. Okay? So like I said, the vertical line test is something that is used if a vertical line drawn on the graph of a relation passes through more than one point. Hey, it's not a function. So look at this for a minute and see what you think. You are welcome to pause me and see what happens here.
Good afternoon, Carl.
Sorry about that. That was a test of the broadcast system there. All right, so I am going to see if I drop a vertical line. Oops, let's see that there's no way that a vertical line is going to hit this in more than one spot, is it? Nope. Okay. So that's fine. That's a function. This one, also fine. This one, also fine. Okay. But look at this one. My goodness, I'm hitting it 1, 2, 3 times. This one, I hit it 1, 2 times. A vertical line hits it more than once. Here, oh yeah, I'm hitting those too. Sorry, I shouldn't have made this so thick, but wasn't thinking. Okay, so you should go ahead and mark down if you think it's a function or not. Okay. What do we say? Yeah, this one, I hit those two. Nope, just a relation. Relation only. This was a function. Number 3 was a function. Number 5 was a function. Okay, 2, 3, and 5 were fine. I can't drop a vertical line and hit two places. But for number 6 is a relation only. And number 4, I know that's not vertical, but you have the point. That's a function. I mean, not a function. Good grief. Hey, just kidding. See how I do that? I try to make mistakes every once in a while to catch you guys. Hello. This is a relation only. Okay? All right. Next, we're going to do our last example, which is evaluating functions. Okay? This is a new notation as well. So I'm going to do this on the next video. You'll have to go to Relations and Functions, Part 2, okay, to get this last example. Thank you.